Okay, Bismillah Rahman Rahim. This is the third lecture about SPSS. Here, I have shown you before that how you can encode the data. What if you have a questionnaire, how you can encode the variables and then define variables and then input the data. After that, we have done a session on how we can convert continuous distribution into categorical. We use binding procedure, binding of variable, as well as we manually showed that how we can convert the continuous variable into categorical variable. Now in today's session we'll just continue for the data set, like what else we can check here. Okay, so for that what we need to do, that suppose you have a data set, or if you don't have, for practice we can just check this one. Open data set. Here you will go to see, because there are some sample data sets we already have. So we'll go to that. Desktop. In desktop we have PC, we have a C folder. In C folder we have program files. In program files we have IBM, SPSS, then statistic, then 24, and in 24 we have samples. So these are sample data sets. We have different sorts of data set we have, so we can just check with those data sets. We can take any random data set like this bank loan. We'll check that first, what type of data we have here. So see, here we have some ordinal, nominal, such type of data. So now you can check the complete details of the data set by checking the variable view. Here you can get the data set. That's here we have variables: age in year, level of education, years with the current employer, years at the current address, household income, depth of income in multiplied 1000, credit card debt. So these are different sorts of variable we have. Now what we need to do here is that suppose we have such data set and we want to change the data set into different types, like we need some more specification about the data. Like suppose here we have this income. This is 176 now. So what does it mean? Actually this is 176,000. So but they are not writing thousand. So what I'll be doing, I can convert it. Okay, so for that, so you have to go to transform and compute variable. Clear? Let me check again first. That see, this income I want to change. So check variable view, income, household income in thousands. So but they have mentioned only 176. So what is the actual income? So for that, if you want to change that, so you go to compute variable and we will select household income. Okay, and we will write actual income, actual underscore income. Okay, and actually we are converting, because they have mentioned it with 176, so I'll just multiply it with 1000 to get the actual size of the income. So that's how, by just doing it separately, I'm just executing this one function. See, here you can see executed, the function is executed, and this new variable will appear. Check. Let's see, executed. No. So see, this new variable will appear. This is income. Again I have to do that, transform, compute variable. I am doing it now. See, in actual income, this is the new variable, target variable, and I'll click on OK. So see, this one is executed, and here we have this new actual income appears now, that is in 1000. So 176,000, here we have 31, so it is actually 31,000. We have 14, so we have actually 14,000, sorry, 15. sorry, 55, so 55,000, 120, it is actually 120,000. Now, see, this is one thing we can do. The other thing, this is called transform variable. So here you can just uh, transform variable from one form to another form. Uh, One another thing that we can do is that we can split the file. We can select the cases. Suppose this is also important. Now here we are considering the whole data set. Now here this education, suppose I want to select this education. Now look, education, they have given did not complete high school degree, some college degree, and postgraduate, post undergraduate degree. Now suppose you are interested in one specific term, like suppose we are interested only on those employees who has got college degree, so four. So I'm selecting four. So I'm not interested in any other. Okay, so what I'll do, um, I'll go to the data view and I'll go to data, and then I'll select this, select cases. Now here I'll check this level of education. Now here they are considering all the cases. I'll select if condition. So I'll select a condition over here. I'll select this level of education, and this should be what, equal to 4. 4 means that I'm only interested in those employees who has got college degree. Okay, so if I just press continue and then okay, so you can see clearly you can see that, see, they are crossing these things. They are putting one filter. Filter means that they are only considering, look, those who has college degree. Okay, so 4 is acceptable. They are only counting such employee, and the rest they are ignoring. They are cutting it off from the data. So see, this is uncut. So see, it's 4. So where you can find education 4, they'll be counting it, and then the rest they'll be ignoring. So this is how you can select specific case. You can apply a filter on, and that's how you can select the required case. For removing this, that's also important. You can go to select cases. You can select the first one. Okay, so, and if you press, so see, this cross sign will disappear. Now they are selecting all the cases we have in our data set. So this is what we call manipulation with the data. Similarly, if somebody is also interested in splitting the file, suppose we are selecting one particular thing and the rest they are considering negligible. Okay, so in that particular case, what we'll do, we'll go to this split file, and in split file, suppose we are selecting level of education. See, so organize output by groups. Okay, or compare groups. You can select this one and this level of education. Okay, so now okay, so the file will be splitted off. Now look, see, the first, there are 4 or 5 categories. They are splitting, they're counting everything with respect to education. So see, so they are splitting the file, that those who do not have college degree, so they are compared. See, this is 20, this has 27 age. So they are splitting the file with respect to education. They are organizing it with respect to the age first. Then C2 starts from here. Check how many values. See, then 2 we have started, who has got some college education, then 3, then 4. So they are arranging the whole data set with respect to education. So they are arranging the data set with respect to one particular variable. So you can do so. Okay, again we have a default and non-default. Suppose we have we split file. I'll analyze all cases, so that will be removed. Okay, Now suppose here, see here we have 0, they are non-default, 1, they are default. So suppose if we have a categorical variable, what we can do, we can go to data, we can say split file, and in split file we can say that previously default, compare groups, okay, and okay. So see they'll split the file with respect to, so first they'll have these zeros and then we'll have ones. Yeah. So if you are just imposing it with respect to one particular ascending or a descending order, you are just arranging it with respect to that particular file. So see, this filter can be applied. So you see there is a new filter 0 with 0 default, and then when we have 1, you can see this one. That's how we can arrange the data. So I hope so that's enough for this class, and then we'll continue for further understanding. I'll upload another video. Okay, inshallah.